Alrighty. I've done all the way up to the crown. I'm putting in another track now. This is basically where I would stop putting it in the front, because you can determine that's about enough for the front. Like, that's enough. We're done. Like, around here is where you would actually want to close it. Alright, me and this damn webcam. Like, around there. Alright? So, you've determined that this is enough for the front, so now you're going to close in the back. So, what I'm doing is, where's the needle? I am starting to put semicircle tracks, like short tracks from here to here, just to close it in. And I'm doing this one with a curve, and then I'm just going to put them all straight down like that. It doesn't matter that they're going to go against the track like this, because at the end you're not going to be able to see any tracks. That's the focus. So it's okay to lay your tracks in different directions like I'm doing. They all don't have to be a curve, because no one's going to be able to identify it. So that's basically what I'm doing now. I'm going to do short tracks to close it in, and I'm going to stop doing them about here, because this is where I want that part to be, and I want it to be a circle closing. I want it to be a lot easier for me to close, because it's easy to end up making it straight, and then you do not want your tracks to be shown. You want to fool people. Alright? So, and I want to apologize for the earlier videos where I was like looked like everything was going in slow motion, was distorted. I had on this autofocus thing on my webcam where if I move it'll follow me, and if you can't tell, I can't sit still, so I'm just moving all over the place and the camera shot follows, so like everything was going like that. I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm going to start closing it. You can see I basically have to fill in this, and I'm trying to bring it home here. So I'm going to cover this with a track and this. Right now, I'm going to put this track right here, because I basically filled in the back, and I made a little circle. And then when I got about to the crown, I let the track go around in a circle again. I stopped doing the track straight back here to make it more circular. The only purpose of making the track straight is to like fill in a whole lot of space. You basically making the tracks go straight helps you fill in wide space. Like all that right there is just a wide open space that's not going to be seen anyways. So I might as well just cover the tracks. Cover that space with straight tracks. Lord, how am I getting? Sorry. All right. So then when I felt I was close enough to the top, and I was actually, if you've done it properly around in a circle, you're going to be forced to make it go in a circle like that. This is basically a semicircle. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. I'm going to put this here to close it up. This will be a straight track, and it's so short you wouldn't see it anyways. And then I'm going to close in this, so then all I'm going to have is a simple circle. Alright? The moment you've all been waiting for, the closing. And I have a camera that I'll be able to let you see what I'm talking about. Yay. Okay. When you feel that you are about ready to close, I recommend taking a fine-tooth comb and just fine-tooth combs take out all the extra hair that's shedding, you know. That's one reason for it, as well as combing it out to see how everything's looking so far. Everything looks good so far. Like right here, it's a little, you could use another track, but when I close it, the tracks will cover it. So, yeah. So make sure all your bases are covered, because after that, you're pretty much done. You're done with the sewing. So you're going to make sure it's right before you get that far and have to stop it and fix. You'll be mad. I would. So I'm going to get hair out of the way so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And pull it back. Alrighty. Now, here we go. Now, it's a basic circle, right? It's not perfect, doesn't have to be. because I make it perfect. Now, I can't look in that webcam, it's confusing. Alright, you're going to go like this. You're basically going to take a shorter track, obviously, and start in one part, and that's why I recommend when you close your tracks to have a braid in the center, because you don't want to be pulling at thin pieces of hair because they'll more than likely just rip out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out if you end up in that situation. So I'm basically going to be sewing on it. Basically, you don't want to end up closing on this part. You want to close on this part. This is a combination of, this is a part and a whole bunch of string. You don't want to do that because it won't hold as well and it might hurt. So I'm going to just sew it instead of trying to line it up. I attach this to the outside track, well, the braid on the outside. I don't even touch the track. I go beneath the track and get to that braid and attach the track to it. Make sure it's attached and just start sewing it like you've done everything else. It's not as hard as you may think. Continue to do this. I'm just taking the outskirts because you may not have hair to attach it to. I attach my centerpiece to the outside braids. They're a lot easier, and you know, it's not doing any harm. Do not attach the your string to the track, because then you're gonna have a bump and that's gonna look funny. Attach it to the braid, because when you do that anyways, it also flattens the braid, I've realized. Pulling it in the direction will flatten it. Oh. Or the string, or whatever. Oops, sorry, had my hand over that. And I'm coming to the end of that track. So I'm going to make sure I close it up tight, and then it wrapped around the track. Great. I swear, I cannot look in that webcam. Everything is backwards. It's very misleading. Shit. This is not good for teaching people. It's like, oh, I done made a mistake. I'm not perfect. Remember that. I wouldn't mind being perfect, I guess, but I haven't acquired that ability. There we go. Alright, yay. And I'm going to show you a technique to do if you find that your centerpieces, your tracks are puffy, because that's not cute. I did it again. God damn. No. Mother. Alright, I'm just attaching the, you're not missing out on anything right now, I'm just attaching the needle to the track. Relax, you're not missing anything. Alright, this is why I tend to hold the string, because it so easily gets tangled in the loose hair when you're not looking at a mirror, rather at a webcam.